Yo guys, what's going on? Lifeofrio here, and I think our end gamers and just our veterans overall is actually going to get something that we've really been waiting on, and that's with Night Hunt. Now, Night Hunt is going to be the night version to how the enemies are going to be scaling in the Plains update. And that's something that I'm very pleased with, from me talking to the developers and just dealing with DE period to, understanding how this is going to be panning out. And them telling me that the scaling is going to be different on how it's actually implemented. The enemies are going to be doing a lot of AoE attacks. And plus we're going to be, completely surrounded because it's 360. So there's really no camping or anything unless you have, like, let's say a frost bubble or something to protect you. Now, with that being said, that kind of have me really interested. There's going to be loot caves like Destiny loot caves. There's going to be different things that's implemented with these loot caves to how it's actually going to be changing up over the course of you being on the plains, which sounds completely amazing as well. Now, another thing that really has me interested, like I've mentioned before, is that you do not have to go back to Cetus. You can actually be out on the plains for as long as you want. Even when you run out of ammo, you can kill different enemies, pick up ammo plates, ammo drops, or whatever the case is, from drop ships and different enemies, to while you don't have to go back. Now, I think that's just overall amazing, and basically the way on how they're setting it up, it's kind of like a long survival. How long can you go out there? How long can you survive? And I really love that idea. Now, with Cetus being basically like your HUD, your home, to where you always go and check in, since you don't have to go back there because you can stay out on the plains as long as you want, unless I guess you're turning in rewards and bounties in some kind of aspect. The thing that makes it really cool is that they said that the further away you are from Cetus means that the tougher the enemies will be. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm getting straight on my Archwing and I'm flying all the way over to the end because I want to see how tough these enemies are really going to be. So with that being said, I had to ask them about how is scaling going to factor in when you're talking about all of this and the distance that's actually traveled with you and going to fight these enemies. So with what was said is that armor scaling, everything else is going to be changing on how these enemies are going to be acting, because enemy behavior is definitely one of the key things that they change for this update. So with how you're used to the enemies acting, that is not how they're actually going to be this update. They're going to be very team oriented. They're going to use group attacks. They're going to call in flares and everything else to get other enemies out there to assist them to basically kill you, which is going to keep up the horde and the fast pace of enemies that's going to be attacking you at one time. And I really did like that idea. I love the fact that you can go all the way out, you can instantly fly all the way out and get that difficulty that you're looking for. And I think that's what a lot of players have been asking for, especially all the people that did endgame, long endurance runs. That's something that we've been asking for, to where we don't have to deal with weak enemies and deal with higher level enemies off the bat. Okay, so the other thing that I thought was really cool, and that's actually scaling rewards. So the Night Hunt is actually going to have better rewards than everything else that you're going to be doing, which is what a lot of like veteran players have been looking for as well. But with having scaling rewards on other missions, the higher missions that you've been doing, the rewards will progressively get better. Now, the only thing that I'm actually thinking about is how good these rewards are going to be, because a lot is actually changing in the plains. So the regular rewards that we're used to will not be the same rewards that we're actually getting, because there's going to be new rewards. We don't know how important these new rewards are actually going to be, so we're just going to have to figure it out. But the fact that it's scaling rewards, you can get to the enemies of like higher caliber a lot faster, is a lot more enjoyable. And the fact that it's going to set you apart from, newer players, or just players that haven't been playing long, that don't know how to, they're not really like too hardcore in Warframe. They're basically just like very casual about it, even though it's kind of hard to say that this game is very hardcore overall, unless you're just doing some crazy solos, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is, I love the direction to how this is going. Night Hunt looked like it's going to be my favorite thing. I'm going to sleep out there on the plains. I'm not even going to lie to you. They automatically said that it's going to give you that Monster Hunter type vibe, and I feel like there's going to be some Dark Souls aspect to basically on how tough the enemies are going to be getting and how they're going to affect you. So if your gear and if you're not having up your max formers and everything else, going all the way out there towards the end is going to be very bad for your psyche, and I'm not going to lie to you. I love that. I love that idea, because when you play a game, if there's no difficulty, I'm not really enjoying it. And a lot of people play the game still if the difficulty is there, and yet if they have good enough rewards to sustain them. Now with these new rewards, how are the drop rates going to be? Are we going to get to see the drop percentage from DE? They said they are going to be very transparent on that, but I want to see how that carries over to the planes. I know there's going to be a lot of updates that's actually going into it with hot fixes. So I'm super excited to see about that. Let me know what you guys are excited for. Let me know how you guys feel about the night hunt. How are you guys feeling about night hunt? For all the people that like to do difficult things, let me know how excited you guys are. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Guys, I have more videos coming. Check me out over on Twitch. It's a lot of stuff going on. And thank you guys for the amazing support. Thank you so much. And have a great day.